Good morning, grade 6s. Good to speak to you again. I want you to find your place in your textbook, which is page 66. Please find the page, open your writing book as well so you can make notes. You can pause the video and continue in a while when you are ready. Right, let's continue. On page 66, in the middle of the page, you'll see there's the heading there is Work with Words and Sentences. And number one, the first one we're going to deal with is adverbs. We've spoken about adverbs before. Now, the word adverb says you add something to the verb. In other words, it's a word that describes the verb. It says, now the verb is the action word. So it says, how is this action taking place? How is it done? It tells us more about the verb. I repeat again, adverb, the word that adds something to the verb, gives us more meaning. At number one, on page 66, they say, choose adverbs from the boxes below to complete the sentences that follow. Please look carefully at those boxes. I'm going to read them to you. Those squares: wisely, slowly, regularly, quickly, and tightly. Those are typical adverbs that we use to describe our actions in a sentence. 1a. Rollers press the wood fibers together. Look at those 5 options you have there. If you have a production line where rollers press wood fibers, heavy rollers, and they press wood together to make paper, the only word that would fit there would be tightly. These rollers press the wood fibers together tightly. So you fill that word in there. Remember, make the connection. Press, tightly. Press is the verb, tightly is the adverb. 1b. Trees grow slowly. Again, the adverb slowly combines with the verb grow to give a good description of the growing process. Then how does it grow? It grows slowly. It doesn't describe the trees, it describes the growing. It describes the verb. It describes the action. How do they grow? They grow slowly, which is the adverb. 1c. You should recycle paper regularly. Again, make the connection between recycle and regularly. How should you recycle? Recycle regularly. It's an adverb that describes the word recycle. 1d. Factories make paper quickly. Okay. If you go to a paper making factory, you'll see the vast amounts of paper being produced daily. So they produce them quickly. Quickly describes as the adverb, quickly is the adverb, quickly describes how it's being made. It describes the verb make. So the adverb goes with the verb. Quickly goes with make, how they make it. 1e, use paper wisely. Again, wisely describe how you should use it. It does not describe paper. It's not an adjective. This is an adverb. It describes the verb. How do you use it? We use it wisely. I quickly want to take a look at number 2 there as well, where they discuss connecting words. Now, we use connecting words to connect different parts of a sentence to make a longer sentence that makes sense, especially when you write a paragraph or a letter or an essay in the exams or in a test. You are going to use connecting words quite often. Let's start there with the first one. Please write down the whole paragraph in your books and fill in the correct connecting word in a different color, for instance, so that it stands out, or you can even highlight them. I'm at number 2, bottom of page 66. I'm going to name only the correct word every time. You'll see there are 2 words mentioned. I'm going to choose the correct connecting word. Make sure you grasp that and you write that in your books. First, machines take off the bark. Remember, the theme of today, of the passage that went before this exercise, is all about how they make paper. They start by cutting off the trees and making the pulp and then making paper. So our first sentence makes sense in that context. First, machines take off the bark, the outside of the tree, obviously. Next, machines crush leftover wood into small fibers. Small fibers, the very smallest part of a tree, when it's really small fibers. Next sentence. fibers, chemicals, and water are mixed together to make pulp. It's that mushy stuff when they're trying to make paper. Big rollers make the pulp flat, but it is still wet. The only connecting word that would fit in there would be but. Then hot rollers dry the flat pulp. You get huge, heavy rollers that flatten the pulp. Ne? So it says, then hot rollers dry the flat pulp. Finally, machines roll up the long sheets of paper. I want you to take note of the way we use connecting words. There's a logical order to the use of connecting words. I couldn't start with finally. I can only end the paragraph by using finally. I started the paragraph by using the connecting word first. I want you to read through this on your own again. Have a good day. Goodbye.